Amour de Faux by Floyd Stephen Alexander. Interior Den, Cook Residence. Professor Camplin Cook and Professor Gila Cook are seated at a dual writer's desk, working separately.
I'm running into a wall with these first-year bumpkins. I know there's a good argument on the topic I had them write about in these papers I'm reading, but the bad spelling and the awful grammar is getting in the way.
What did you ask them to write about? Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
In poetic verse, recount your first time.
Professor Camplin Cook stops working and looks up.
They are kids on their own, set loose in the wild called college, a rural college at that. Sex is virtual where they come from. Here, they can look out the doors and see pigs rutting in the mud.
Good for them. It stirs the true nature, and they become like people instead of robots. I'm comfortable with people like that.
What a pleasure that is. I was your first.
You were an experiment, my darling. My lotus touch blew your head off.
You didn't tell me you knew how to do that. The blood rushed to my head with such force I thought I was reacting to my new medication.
Professor Gila Cook lights up an e-cigarette.
You feel better saying it was your medication instead of my touch that caused your weakness. My goodness, how would that look to the other bulls in the pen?
Professor Camplin Cook picks up a spinner off his desktop and begins playing with it.
In a time of COVID-19, Riot Act Inc. brings you Viral Readings, Episode 8, Here I Am.
I never saw you pressed my mama's tit when I was feeding. Is that soft enough for you, Missy?
I think she was just suggesting.
Girl, keep your mouth shut when people are talking. Stay in your place and learn who you belong to.
Join us every Saturday at riotactinc.org for Viral Readings.
It is good to see you again, Reverend Spool. This is a most opportune visit for you. You met with no rabble on the highway trying to take your purse or person?
My journey was without problem, Sir Smith. Your practice of law and order, 'tis known in many corners. Keeping one's neck from the noose is highly recommended.
King George rules his subjects as a stern father with an unruly child. Reverend Spool, there is much more at stake in this world than the rights of a common individual. May we? What sense of order would that make? Everyone would want their own private king to rule them. It is just unnatural. Can the peasant be anything more than a peasant? His station in life is to live by the sweat of his brow, and by asking for anything more than what he is worth is just illogical.